Hello again. What we're going to do is just do a simple hand tie, and what we need for this is a bit of string and some secateurs, and what we'll do is we'll just put our flowers together and I'll talk my way through it. If you've got access to a garden then and you've got any interesting foliage or twigs or bits of greenery, have a little forage around and see if there's anything you want to use. The first thing I would suggest is once you've picked them, get them nice and hydrated in water, the same as your flowers, and they'll last a bit longer in the vase. First thing to do is strip off the leaves on the lower levels that are going to be in the vase. And what to do is, I quite like the slightly different colours as well as the greens. At the moment there's blossoms and catkins and interesting things around, so yeah, just have fun with that. So first thing to do, I've got some wallflowers. I've got some interesting narcissi which are called, I can't remember the name. So we've got Acropolis, which is the scented one, just in case you want to put some in your garden for next year. We've got some lovely doubles. We've got Winston Churchill and we've got Replete, and they both have amazing scents and they're lovely. And today we've got some anemones and some tulips which are coming out because of the sunshine, and they will close up again at night time, so bear that in mind. So, where to start? I like to start with a bit of interesting foliage in the centre of my arrangement, and we're working, because I'm right-handed, I use my left hand to hold the foliage and the flowers. So what I like to do is to start with some interesting greenery, and then as I start building it up, you, as I say, strip off the foliage on the lower levels, and just put the flower or the foliage in and give it a little twist, and that starts to build up the arrangement. So it makes a little hand tie. And in the beginning it feels a little awkward, but as you get going with it, it starts to make a little bit more sense. So put it across, put it in, give it a little twist, and I'm going to put a little bit of foliage in, just to frame that one, in and a twist. Don't worry about the stems at the moment. What we'll do is you can move them around later on and sort of get your heights in and twist, and just sort of start building it up. I like to, and then if you go across, in and twist your flowers again, and keep building it up that way. And as you can see, it sort of gets a bit of a triangular shape. Don't hold it too tightly, but if you just kind of keep it loose in your hand, then you can sort of build it up, but also add different bits of foliage. So I always keep these in my pocket. So we'll use maybe that one. And so it gets a bit of height. I quite like a wild looking style. So I like things at a little bit different heights, but you want your blooms to pull out, so you can sort of, because you're keeping it quite light, you can then have your flowers being centre stage. So what you can do is, when you've laid everything out, you can see the different heights that you have, and that sort of helps. And now this guy's turned into my showstopper. He's a lovely big double. So I'm just going to add him to the centre and keep building and twisting. Now the nice thing here is you're just adding flowers that you like and in the style that you like. So whatever appeals to you is the right thing, in my opinion. Flowers are for you and to be enjoyed. And then you just keep building. I quite like these doubles myself. I quite like things that have a bit of flounce to them. But if you can sort of get them spread out, then you're getting, you get to see the impact of each of the flowers as they go. So just keep building it up. And I'll just do a small one here, and then what we'll do is we'll frame him. I'll just keep going with that one. Bit of foliage here, quite like the narcissi, and we've got the slightly smaller ones which I like to tuck in, so tuck around the bottom, and so you've got the slightly different heights and the different interest. Keep going. I think 3 of those I'll just add to it, and a little bit of a, that one's sticking out here, and it just kind of creates a little frame, and that's nice. So at this point, just to make it easy, I've not used everything, but we'll use the next lot. If you make a little loop, so half and half on each side, round the side like this. That's hard. I don't know if you can see this. I'll do an up close one later. You just loop it through. Quite hard, you need extra hands, and then if you can see it's upside down, it makes it a little easier, and just pull that tight, and and tie it off, and that's it. What we do at that point, just check and see if we're happy with our arrangement, and things are looking lovely actually, I think. So things to think about when you're putting your arrangement together. Tulips keep growing, so you can tuck them in a bit tighter if you don't want the sort of the voluminous look, or you can just let them grow and they'll find their own way. Or each day you can practice and do another arrangement. At this point what I would do is I would just snip off all the bottoms that are roughly an angle and at the same height. Hope you can see that. And then you get your little hand tie and put it in your vase. Like that. So I'll just grab my little vase from down here, which I have.